You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try to care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually, I'm just falling into the same old routine. Smashing everyone's head open with a hatchet. Before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But I was going to narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask? Your bunny mask is quite gorgeous. Nice recovery. But now that you're awake, you're talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? The first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see the Huntress blushing a bit. Seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Except, when on Murder Island, you might as well eat as killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can chow down on some jerky sensually, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there. You do not play around. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Hayashi. Yeah, I think she did. There was one deer that looked to be provocatively in the clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest giggle bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. I'm fairly sure it was. Might be wrong. I don't have the best memory for these things. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand? Huntress reaches down and picks it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some girl who playing in the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. It seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. I should go with the flow or show off some of the knowledge of advanced humanism. Sure, a thing or two. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching the bag of jerky. You take the beret off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Much better. Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and quickly spin, ready to fend off whatever new danger was popping up from the strange island. Only to find Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick or cute for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick, no I was. No time for excuses. But that's scheduled for what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry. You've been sticking to the schedule, and that means we're behind on the time for evening activities. So cringe, it's fucking great. Absolutely love it. We only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favourite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head off clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realise it's probably it for you, and you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Hey Ken, how you doing? Been there before, even though taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Nice. You enjoying it? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time to help me, I'll snap your head clean. Ah, I didn't mean to press that. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. We renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still got to get started on story time. So, Hoji, who do you think should go? Huntress. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. So let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? Huntress steps up and tells a story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There is a village outside the deep, ominous redwood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safely from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and sounds that echoed out into the village was something inhuman. The woman of the town told a story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting beautiful her voice, the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear into her domain, and not precocious child, not fierce soldier, can escape once they have her in her clutches. Is it not the same dress? This time it definitely feels same. Those who have seen her, yes, she wears a mask of hair stained with blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has brought down brutally on the skull of many unsuspecting villagers. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter's meat to live off of? I thought it was blue when we were flirting at the beach. It is said that the Huntress, as a villager called her, couldn't bring herself to kill these young girls and came across in the forest instead. They'd suffer an even worse fate. Oh, did it go back to red? I didn't notice that. Maybe I'm a bit too focused on the words. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way they'd be warm. That way they'd be out of harm's way. Huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys she had pilfered from other bodies, masks she'd fashioned out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing but quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intention, the Huntress had never learned how to take care of a child. You see a tear down the underneath of the Huntress' mask. Suddenly the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. Singing, "Sleep my tiny, darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side." There's a brief moment of silence and you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. He'll snatch you up, feeling between his teeth, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep, beneath the quaking tree. I just can't believe you know this song. You share an intimate glance across the fire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little woolly sheep, tucked so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. The song ends and you both met with silence around the campfire. I love that song. Bayou-Bahiaksha, the old Soviet lullaby, right? It's a song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. And now I must go. The memories, they are so much. On that note, everyone decides to break and split for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. Ah, beautiful. This is nice. A true moment of peace, tranquility. The last of all of the 7 seconds, because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am ultimately the catch of this island, the only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you like my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that stories are better with the sound of the burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Dripping in hot tubs with the Huntress, you've come a long way into a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her an offer like that, but don't forget our little talk. She wouldn't kill me. Huntress is lovely. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if your jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, I'm pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. No way, how cool! That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth, what did you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author such as a comedic mastermind Dostoevsky? It was a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle and end, riveting from start to end. Plus the woman in the forest, I mean you, are clearly not a true villain. You were just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Huntress' eyes leers at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. Chuckle awkwardly. You chuckle awkwardly at Huntress' statement of the obvious. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die or almost maybe falling in love. You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Despite your steamy company, it's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? We hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves we're about to unveil themselves, but it's time for bed. Usual nighttime is when I do my best hunting, but after a day like today, I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Hayashi? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth, and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's hard to tell. Good night, my little snack. I'm pretty sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. She can eat me. Just saying. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on your chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think Huntress' story of the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children and attempt to save them and led to their doom. Are you mistaken for prison here on this island, or is this your salvation? Will it be your demise? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claude and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologise for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest. We're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Striking volume to a menu that our other guests aren't the types that you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Okay, minigame. Yes, I get how to play the minigame. Yeah, I'm worried about them too. Oh. You know what, let's just turn it off. Still can't see if you decided to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your aid? Huntress. We're totally making a pattern here. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep while she's feeling restless. If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick when I'm not coating the blade of a hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims. I'm sleeping here. I'm slipping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You find yourself sleepy. Except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but by now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, and this one is still undeniably odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to splash around in the cool water ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Rafe stares at you awkwardly. He says nothing, just stares. You look around to see if there's something going on behind you or on either side. Nope, just staring. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with Huntress right before bedtime. I was just making some sort of a alliance. Are you with Scatterize and them? I'm just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before and something seems off on this island. Since you've arrived, even more off than usual. Maybe we could talk about that tomorrow. It's just since you got here, I just think I could have a really nice day tomorrow together. It's just you have no idea how long it's been since I've been with these monsters. To be honest, I have no idea either. They're just awful, boring and loud and stupid. How mean. You're different. There's finally someone here on my level. You're thoughtful, interesting, gentle. Think we could, you know, have fun? I could show you some cool stuff if you want. If you don't, that's really cool. I get it. No pressure. He's totally gay. In fact, probably just forget why I was here. Good night. Finally alone for the first time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh geez, is it? It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end up in bloodshed or untimely perished in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Okay, attractive, mysterious. I already know about many other words since I was raised by my mum in the woods and she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That's being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who their newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for sure will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Rafe I think knows more than he's letting on about this place. He's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile Spirit is just screaming all time, major buzzkill, and... Trapper? Where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure. But daddy issues much? Sheesh. I don't need anyone, I'm perfectly fine on my own. Since my mother died, I eat a fine diet of raw, deer, bear, and human. I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about his newcomer makes you think that I might be missing out on some huge parts of this thing called life. This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. I might have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again. I don't really care about this island. This island is full of people who don't really like me, so what's one more? I don't want to be distracted from my plan anyway. Have you felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. Well, look at that. I survived day 1. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel totally great, well rested. Not even suspicious of the fact you fell asleep by the campfire and woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream, but you really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang hang out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. Another achievement? You're really getting into the hang of it now, or so you think. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. The Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanour. Though, everyone knows musicians are morning people. I always want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least you got a cup of... No, wait. Don't drink that. Nor that poison cloud above the cup. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. He's definitely didn't get his name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. It's almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, review 2. Please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Please trust me, I'm looking for you, you can help move on. Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean, I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I'd like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and all that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right, a lot of hard work goes into places like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible start the mindset, giving the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Oh. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yeah, of course. Apologies, Ayushi. For the last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, it's been really entertaining. How else could I describe my stay on the island besides really entertaining? Wow, 10 stars, here we come! Did someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our right to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign the non-disparagement agreement? Sure. I hereby agree to participate in verbal contract stating I will never say anything negative about my stay here on the island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey Yoshi, it's really cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave it is in the positive reviews, because we all know that nobody reads the negative reviews of games resorts like this. Such a bloody plug. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with grumbling I hear some in your belly. That only means one thing. Breakfast! I'm looking forward to playing again and saying no to that. And like giving a bad review. Perfect timing, everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes, bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Strawberries here, yogurt. Magical powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take the plate and sit down. Everyone thinking about yesterday, the whirlwind feeling you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was all going through puberty again, except all in one day with a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're the only one doing some introspection. Though Trapper stands up to talk and how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really hope you do. Unrelating to anyone. See where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your break. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart. Something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill, but softer, warmer. Sounds like it could be love, or maybe like indigestion from all the raw beef she had last night. Ah well, surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm not too much dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday, to be honest, constantly annoyed myself, I thank you for that. But if you don't mind, I'm going to go back, quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Rafe has enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect. Here he is. I'm glad the introduction is Hayashi to our island paradise. And yes, that is quotations. I didn't distract me from the normal routine. Ignore all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking for any questions. I'm asking a question too. When will Rafe shut up? Now they're all looking expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it.